This tag is so cool. I'm like a little kid on Christmas right now. This is holy fuck. I put it on as soon as let's be honest. I took it out of the box and I put it right in my foot. What is going on, family? Is Riley White, owner and CEO of Recycle.io. If you don't know who we are, go follow us on Instagram. I have a video coming very soon explaining everything that I will be doing. We have some very, very big things coming soon. And I'm actually going to need your guys' help with that. And I will explain how very soon. Before we get into the future of Recycle and all that stuff, that's a video for another day. I have a super fucking cool sneaker that came in today, and I can't help but show my emotions for this shoe. It is very clearly probably the coolest sneaker I've ever owned. I have some pretty dope ones. I have my Grails, the shattered backboards, and I've had some Off-Whites, and I've had things in that are really cool, but these are just unmatched. I know you guys see the title, so it's not fair, but I know you see the title, so it's really dope. Story behind how I got these. I follow a whole bunch of vintage sneaker Instagrams, and one of them posted these for sale. And I tried to trade an old vintage pair of shoes that I have for these, but they were sold before the guy could even get back to me. Well, a week goes by, and a random guy hits me up. He goes, "I saw you're interested in these Chicago's." The old lady, my wife, for some of the younger people who don't know what the old lady means, he goes, "My wife is pissed at me. I'm not allowed to buy these shoes. She found out I bought the shoes, and I need to sell them by today, or she's going to murder me." And I was like, "Okay, I might be able to help you. How much do you want for it?" And he goes, "Just give me what I paid. I can't have these shoes." I'm like, "Look, I don't, no offense, I don't really trust you." I'm like, "If you don't mind invoicing, you got a deal." He goes, "Invoice shipped $10 over what I paid." You got it, man. Because he ended up losing money because shipping is $16 alone, what he paid on the label. So, look, I'm so happy with these. And without further ado, the 1994 Chicago one. Holy fuck. This is older than me. I was born in 2001, so this is so dope, man. Just kind of give you guys a once over. OG high cut Jordan 1. This is what it looks like. This is what we'll be seeing in February with the restock. These might go up in value, actually. I don't care. I really probably won't ever sell these. Ooh, oh my lord. This is so cool. So, you have a 25-year-old shoe, has a little bit of issues. Some separation. These are stitched though, so that's not really that big of an issue. The air unit, I can almost touch my fingers together, to be honest with you. Air unit's probably popped in there. I don't expect it to be. It's probably crumbled. I took out the laces in the other shoe just to kind of show you guys a little bit closer. I will get into that. But this, the foam on the inside, I don't know if you guys can see, that is piss yellow. It's so yellow. 25-year-old foam. Exposed to oxygen, it's kind of what happens. You have some of these Off-White Prestos, a lot of that foam is really already yellow just from being exposed for a year and a half. I don't know how long those have been out. This, no question that's kind of starting to get exposed. Now, this kind of has a lot of the features of an 85. This is the perfect child between ones nowadays and ones in 1985. It is the OG high cut. You can see it best when I compare it to my 2016 breads, right? I don't have 2015 Chicago's. I was gonna buy a pair, and they kind of just got way too crazy out of my price range, and I got these for way cheaper than I actually would spend on 2016, which doesn't make sense to me, but to each their own. I'm really into this type of stuff. However, if you look at it from the same angle, so when I show this and I show this, you can see the difference in height there, and possibly a little behind it you can kind of see, but at the same time it's not really a whole crazy visible. I don't know, it's not as high cut as the 1985s, but you can definitely tell a difference here. And on the 85s, the check is actually a lot bigger. That was also featured on the Union Jordan ones, whereas they're kind of the same size check now. You can see that, definitely similar size. Now, For being such an old shoe, there is no drag comparatively, you know. This rubber is turning to plastic. Kind of what happens on these. These are probably slip and slide to wear. These are 10.5. I can fit my foot in this. I put it on as soon as let's be honest. I took it out of the box and I put it right in my foot because you have to. Just once. And I might wear these out once. I don't know. You know, you have to wear their shoes. For me personally, my morals is just wear your shoes. They're shoes. But holy, I'm so excited. Yellow midsole. It shows character. This is really rubbery. Still got all stars, I would say. I don't think there's any real star loss here. I mean, it's missing maybe a few up there. Key kind of had to tell where. A lot of stars, no real drag. Collar is feature when you're looking at older Jordans. One specifically, check this collar. A lot of times it'll get hard and it'll crumble. The inside foam will like crumble and it'll get rock solid. This is very soft. I'm actually going to try to condition the leather. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but anything to kind of help maybe not reverse the age, but slow it down a little bit. I want these to last quite a bit longer than they already have, and they've lasted a very long time already. Just soft. It gets a little hard by these edges, which is, you got to be careful because this will crack first. Right in this edge will crack. It'll be the first place to crack. In DS pairs from 85, this is cracked. So you just got to be careful. Proper way to store this. Shout out to my guy. I don't know if he wants an actual shout out. I'll ask him next time. If he wants one, I'll give it to him in the next video. Ziploc bags in minimal sunlight is the best way to keep these stored for, you know, to make them last a little longer. The foam is plush, which makes no sense to me. OG laces, they're kind of turning to wax. Like, I think I don't know if that's from like hand oils or what, but they're definitely the OG laces, and they're just like, I don't know. I mean, they've held up this far. Kind of scary. This plastic looks brand new. 25 years old plastic, that's really scary because it really, the fact that it looks so good doesn't make me feel great about the other things that are plastic, you know. Also another feature. Oh, this is printed. This is embossed. I don't know when they changed that, but it's interesting to see. Also, if you notice, there's a little TM right here. Trademarked is what that stands for. There is no TM on the 1994s. That makes me think, do you think, I really personally have no idea, had they not trademarked that logo yet? Just a little food for thought, you know what I mean? Super cool. Now I'm gonna kind of move over to the other shoe without laces to kind of show you some of the insides. Like I said, super soft. This tag is so cool. I'm like a little kid on Christmas right now. I'd be content if I got no other shoes this year, realistically. The Bread 11s, I'm actually not even excited for those. That's just my own personal reasons. I hate high-cut patent leather. Story for another day. These things are so cool. This is the only shoe I can get for the next 2 years, and I'd honestly be happy. And this is one step closer to my all-time Grail 1985 Shadow ones. I need them in a size 10.5 or 11. Even 11.5. I don't care. I need a pair. If you find a pair, let me know within reasonable price range. I don't have a lot of money. If I could find one for any price, I'm going to consider it, but I'm not within the means to spend $5,000 on a pair of sneakers. I want a pair so bad. They're all-time grails, all-time. Like, the story behind Shadows for me is I'll get into it one day. Probably with the big announcement. Now, to get into this size tag, let's see if you guys can see that. Little cool. Just nothing like the size tags of recent Jordans, especially ones. Patent pending, UK sizing, USA sizing. Nothing really too special there. If you notice that, you can see the Nike check stitched in, which I don't believe I've ever noticed on. Yeah, it's not on this. I can't show you because I don't have the laces undone. But there's another layer of fabric there that's kind of in between where that stitching is, and you can't see it on the newer ones, whereas you can see right You can definitely see the stitching with that check. This makes me very excited for 2020. The OG high cut. It's exciting. This is such a cool sneaker. So much history in this sneaker is what honestly makes me so excited about this, because it's not the OG, it's not 1985 pair, but it's still the first retro, a shoe older than me, in such good condition. It's just cool. I don't know how to put it. There's so much history in this, though. You know what I mean? I have to think, who owned this shoe? Who bought this new? And who would have thought that it would have lasted this long? It's mind-boggling. With that being said, I don't have much to say about this. It's such a cool shoe. Personal grails. I didn't even think they weren't even grails until I got offered them to sell. Like, or not until someone like offered them to me. I would have never thought about buying this shoe until someone like literally put it in front of me. I'm like, dude, I really need that shoe. It was like really impulse buy, but who cares? Who cares? I'm done rambling. I know I hate long reviews, but it was just this one exception. It's so. Let me stop. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this far. I have a permanent smile on my face. I can't take it off. It's been a while since I've been this excited for a pair of sneakers, and it's nice to see. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please go follow me on Instagram. I have some very, very big announcements coming soon. I'm putting in a fuck ton of work behind the scenes to make this the best it can be. Before I make the big announcement, it has to be perfect for me. And let me just say, you guys will be hearing a lot more of me, and that's the only hint I can give at the moment. Have a fantastic day. Stay up, guys.